today is a unique personality. Always evokes strong emotions. It doesn't matter which country he is in, which state he is in. It doesn't matter who he is with. He always evokes strong emotions. And if I'm right, he tends to respond to them in much the manner he's going to do now, with a smile that says, look, I really don't care. But it's been a long journey, hasn't it, Sourav? We saw you in '96 coming out to play in that test match at Lord's. Now 100 test matches. That must be really special.
Yes, it is. Getting to 100 test matches as a player is very special. You know, when I first picked up a cricket bat, I never thought I would play for Bengal, forget about 100 test matches. And to be here, it really is satisfying.
It's funny, I saw you play your Ranji Trophy debut, you got just 22 runs, and I said, gee, this guy can hit through the offside all right, before Rahul Dravid said it. But long journey, 11 years?
Yes, it's been.
Some good moments, some not so good?
Yeah, there have been a lot of good moments, more good moments than not so good ones. Have been a part of a team which was pretty successful, probably from the year 2000. We've had a lot of successes as a team and played with some fantastic players. And Sachin, Rahul, Anil, VVS, Harbhajan, Sehwag, played with some fantastic players, so it's been good.
35? Couldn't tell.
No, it's not too bad at that age.
How are you managing it? Some people from 33, 34, they start looking 35. You're going the other way. You're looking 32, 31, 30.
I hope it continues. That's all I can say.
I remember chatting with you long back, and you said the surest way to get grey hair is to be captain of India. Now, not only is it longer, it's blacker as well.
Well, I've not greyed after I've left captaincy, but I still have quite a few of them. It's been since birth. But obviously, captaincy is a tough job. The longer you do, the harder it gets. You have a honeymoon period when you start. And then as it goes on, it gets harder.
The big story of 2007, big story in the cricket world of 2007 has been the comeback of Sourav Ganguly. Did you go through a phase, 2005, 6, when you didn't think you would make a comeback? I mean, I know a lot of people who thought you wouldn't, not to confuse with people who didn't want you to make a comeback. I think almost everyone wanted you to, but a lot of people thought you wouldn't.
Yeah, I know a lot of people thought I won't. I've had phases, where I felt it might not happen. But to be honest, more number of times I felt that my time will come. I'm sure I'm going to get one more opportunity which I need to hold on to. And luckily it came in the tour of South Africa. But to be honest, during that period, most of the time I had not given up hope. Otherwise I wouldn't have played domestic cricket.
Which is the one thing that bothered me. I remember writing at the time that when you've played on the big stages of the world, when you've played the MCG Lodge, Eden Gardens in Chennai, in Bangalore, then to go to the smaller towns, play Ranji Trophy cricket, I said I'm not sure I've got the motivation to go and play there again.
It's never easy, let's be honest. It's never easy, Harsha, but I was lucky to be a part of a very good Bengal team. We were winning games. I had played with most of the boys, so it was pretty okay from that point of view. But then at that stage I had realized that's the only way to get a comeback. I might pack up my bags and sit at home and never play a game after that. But that's not the way I decided I wanted to go. I had played 10, 11 years, seen the best of everything. Being captain, the best of facilities, good times, bad times. This was one phase which I hadn't gone through since I came into the team. So I used to speak to myself, let's see whether I'm good enough to do that. Because my life didn't change even when I got dropped into the team. I had the same facilities at home, the same love from people in Calcutta. My lifestyle remained the same, so that I was not affected from that point of view. So that kept me going, and I wanted to play again. That was the most important part of it.
Welcome back to Harsha Unplugged. We're in conversation with Sourav Ganguly, talking frankly, honestly, straight from the gut, as he always does. When you were captain, you were very good. One of the things that stood out about your captaincy, apart from the result, was the freedom that you gave to the younger players. Did you feel you were being denied that freedom yourself?
Well, I never thought it that way. Obviously I was in a situation where I knew, as I said before, that every time I would be the person to be dropped. I feel it's very important to create an atmosphere for everybody to perform, whether it's young, old, senior, junior. And I think that's where Anil Kumble has done a fantastic job till now. His first day meeting in Delhi, I'm not going to say what it was, because these are team things, was one of the best I've seen. and I think that will help Indian cricket and cricketers in a long, long way in the future.
It's something that hasn't, I think, been documented enough. The fact that Anil Kumble, Sachin Tendulkar, Sourav Ganguly, VVS Lakshman, Rahul Dravid, you had 5 very solid senior team players in the side at the same time.
Yeah, and players who have, I think, contributed to Indian cricket immensely. Just not on the field, but also off the field.
So when someone like Anil Kumble comes to you, and you and Anil have spent a lot of time together, he's played under you, you've actually had to leave him out of a side once, and you told me it was one of the most difficult things that you ever had to do. What kind of conversation would that be now? Is everything gone and you're just looking ahead all the time?
Oh yeah, of course. We understand these, and these are part and parcel of sport. And you know, when we went to the last tour of Australia in 2003, I had a huge role. I don't know whether he's aware or not. I had a huge role in his selection in that series to Australia. Because there was Murli Karthik doing well, there was Harbhajan Singh, and he finished that season with 75 wickets. So I think it's a duty of every captain to, if he believes in the player, it's duty. He'll have some bad times, he'll have some good times. It's bound to happen. It's the duty of every captain to look after his player, and that's the only way he's going to get results.
So tell me about 2007 again. We've got numbers, outstanding statistics for 2007. What changed, Sourav? What is different in 2007?
Nothing, Harsha. Honestly, nothing. I've just carried on batting. That's probably a bit luckier. I can say that, to be honest. But I've not made too many changes in a game. Maybe I've looked from outside as mentally stronger, more determined. But even in the past also, I've tried to reproduce that. And in sports, it happens. Even if you try to produce things at certain times, it doesn't happen. There has been efforts from my side in terms of trying to be fitter, and I work on my game a lot more. But I think God also has been kind on me.
You talk about luck a lot. I mean, we've talked about this not once, we've talked about this 8 or 10 times. You mentioned luck a lot, you mentioned God a lot. God doesn't bat, you bat, don't you?
Yeah, I know, but I'm a firm believer in destiny, and I'm a firm believer that He at the top has written something for someone every time.
He was very upset at the insinuation on the 2020. Did you want to play 2020 cricket? Would you have enjoyed playing 2020 cricket?
I would have, but at that stage when they wanted to know whether we want to be a part of the 2020 World Cup, and all three of us said independently that we don't want to go.
You said it independently?
Yes, of course.
Because the impression that was being sort of generated at the point was that Rahul pushed you into saying it.
No. He's never done that ever. And it was our own decision to say, we don't want to.
Where were you when India were winning the 2020 World Cup?
Sitting at home and watching.
And
praying that they win. That's fantastic. We didn't expect, honestly, because we never played 2020, most of the boys, to go and win a World Cup. But that's the way 2020 is, and anybody can win it.
Where next? Do you look far ahead?
No, we're on the verge of finishing 2007. Hope I keep performing in 2008, and then we'll see. Do
you set yourself landmarks at all? Do you say, I'm going to play up to this time, I want to score so many runs? Because I know secretly deep down you do like those landmarks.
Yeah, you have targets of scoring certain amount of runs, but you don't want to think too much about it, because because that takes your focus from your own batting and from the simple things, and that only comes because these certain people have left certain yardsticks. 10,000 one-day runs, 7,000-8,000 test runs. When you finish, you qualify as a fantastic player. If you do more, you qualify as a great player. All these. So when you want to finish, you want to sit back and think, 12 years I've done good things for the country. Just from that point of view.
When in these last 12 years were you at your happiest?
Now.
Seriously?
Yeah, and when I started. I still say to my wife and Donna that, and I've never had the same mindset anymore.
That day at Lord's, you were putting your foot and the ball was landing where your foot wanted it to be.
Exactly.
So you're saying you're at your happiest now, looking ahead to 2008, 2009, looking younger, bowling a lot more. You're enjoying that? Anil's made you bowl a lot.
Yeah, Anil Kumble has realized my bowling talent.
And you didn't know yourself?
No, I've underbowled myself when I was captain. But it's good. It's good contributing. It helps my batting as well.
Look, when you were captain, you were always in the thick of it all. You were a very passionate captain. I think the one word that the world will associate with Sourav Ganguly is passionate. Can you now stand at cover or sometimes even deep mid-wicket and look at the game differently?
Oh, of course.
isn't there a little feeling saying, but he should be doing that?
Yes, there have been times when I've thought that this is what needs to be done. I would run and tell to Anil. And he's listened a lot of times. But I'm preferring this role now.
You are?
Yeah.
Do you sometimes think, once I finish cricket, what am I going to do?
A whole lot of things, Harsha. Obviously, we have a business.
You're going to be Chief Minister of Bengal one day.
No, I think there can be one Chief Minister of Bengal, and it's Buddhadev Bhattacharya. I think we've got a business which I have to look after because my father's getting old. I have started a few things on my own, building up a school to teach kids. Academic school, not cricket school. So I'm very keen on that. I want to do that well. Do a little bit of cricket because I don't think I'll be able to travel as much. I've traveled a lot in 13, 14 years.
In many ways, Sourav Ganguly's life has been a lesson in itself. You sometimes look back and say, wow, what a life. But if I had to do it again, I'd be a little more plateaued. I wouldn't.
Oh, yes. I would have been completely different.
Yeah. Listen, Sourav, thank you very much. 100 test matches. You must savor that moment and make long go on because you've given us a lot of joy.
Thanks, Harsha.
There it is, Sourav Ganguly, 100 test matches and still evoking the same emotions. Across the country, wherever he goes, people want to know what Sourav Ganguly is doing, and that I think is fantastic. It was great having Sourav Ganguly with us on Harsha Unplugged, and I hope you were able to see Sourav in a completely new light.
Well played, Sourav Ganguly, his first century against Australia.